Hey there, Cancer, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. In this reading, we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week. Also, Cancer, please remember that if someone is strongly energetically connected to you, they may show up in your reading, okay? So take the energies as they resonate. They may be reversible between you and your person. And the Queen of Pentacles just flew out. You may be dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or somebody that has a lot of Earth in their chart. Or were dealing with them, because that's in your recent past. Okay. Cancer, the main energy that you're going to be dealing with this week is the Justice card. You may want to bring back balance, fairness, equality in a situation where you feel like the energies of the situation between you and this person are not fair and not balanced at all. In the recent past, you get the Queen of Pentacles, which flew out, the Magician, and the Eight of Cups. You were manifesting something with this connection in the recent past. Now, what it's showing up as is you deciding to emotionally disconnect from the situation because you weren't feeling fulfilled, you weren't feeling like your needs were getting met. However, that doesn't change the fact that you were still trying to manifest something within this connection. I don't feel like you were trying to emotionally disconnect, but I feel like that was the last option for you, where you're kind of like, this is what I have to do to get my point across. In the current situation, you get the Ace of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Two of Swords. You want a new beginning in love with somebody from your past, okay? I don't feel like this is somebody new. I feel like it could be this person from your past that you had issues with. Problem is you're wanting to come in with, I want a new beginning. I want to start fresh. I do care about this person, alongside the energy of, but there was so much pain, but there's so many things that happened, but there was so much ish that went down. And so that's going to make it really difficult for you because you're showing up confused as well. Because on the one hand, you're like, oh my gosh, this person hurt me. There's so much negative energy and so many like difficult memories tied up to this. On the other hand, I want to start over and start fresh. So it's kind of like a bit of a confusing energy in the current situation, but we'll see when we clarify. In the near future, you get the Hierophant, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Again, this is a very, very intense connection between you and this person. Could even be a marriage or something that feels like a marriage, something that's been very, very long standing in your life. This person is not somebody new. And I feel like you want to make an offer to this person. You're considering it. You're contemplating it. You're kind of like, do I not? And the cool thing is, in the near future, you're tapping into your intuition. You're letting your intuition guide you to the right decision, to make the right choice. So let's clarify. Let's start off by clarifying this Queen of Pentacles in your recent past, okay? Give me two more for the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past for Cancer, please. If we could keep the cards on the table, that would be great, Spirit. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords. It's kind of like you having, in the recent past, you had a very intense desire to make something happen with this person, to pursue this connection, but you decided to not. It's almost like you're kind of like, yeah, I had this desire, but I killed it. It's dead, done, and over with. I don't want to do anything with this person. I do still see you, creeping on them on social media. I see you keeping tabs on them, but this desire, this intense burning desire where you're like, I need to talk to them. I need to communicate with them. I need to go see them. That's done. You're kind of like, nope. No, not anymore. I'm still going to spy on them on social media. I'm still going to keep, little tabs on them, but I'm not about to do anything. I'm not making any moves. Let's take a look at the Magician in your recent past. See what you were manifesting or trying to manifest. Magician is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. You and this person broke up, and I see in the recent past that you were trying to manifest some options. It's almost like you were a little bit confused about which way to go, and you're kind of like, universe, if you just give me some options, give me some choices, give me some paths that I can go down, I'll pick one. The problem is, it's the way I'm getting the energy, I'm having a bit of a hard time articulating this. The way I'm getting it, it's you kind of like sitting there and you're like, okay, this was the person that I wanted to be with, but now they're not an option anymore because I don't want to pursue that, but I don't know where to go. It's almost like, if you can see on this card, she's sitting there on a bench and all she has to do is just get up and walk, but she can't see where she wants to walk. She just has to take this blindfold off and she'll see that she can go right, left, backwards, forwards, whatever. You're kind of in that situation where you don't see that you have any paths, and so you're almost like asking the universe, hey, universe, Show me which direction to go. Let me know which path I should take. Problem is here that you're also carrying an energy of, it doesn't matter what I pick, it's going to end up in pain. It's going to end up in ish. It's going to end up, hurting me. And so that could be why you're not moving in any direction. You're just kind of like, well, this is all going to hurt anyway, so what's the freaking point? So it's a little bit of a difficult energy to manifest. But let's take a look at this Eight of Cups. You're emotionally detaching from something that wasn't fulfilling to you. It stopped fulfilling you. So you left that. Let's take a look at what this Eight of Cups is about. Wow. Queen of Pentacles in the beginning of your reading, in your recent past. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. You're emotionally detached from this person. You're walking away from this person because you felt that this person, this connection, didn't emotionally fulfill you anymore. They weren't doing it for you anymore. They didn't value you. They didn't appreciate you. They didn't appreciate everything you brought to the table. Thing is, though, even though you left Cancer, there's still some anxiety about this. You're like, did I make the right decision? Did I not? Because deep down, you wanted to make things right between you and this person. You wanted to balance out the energies. And the Justice card is the major arcana for the Six of Pentacles. And so that's your main energy for this week. Even though you chose yourself and you chose to focus on yourself and emotionally detach from this person because they did not value what you brought to the table and you weren't feeling emotionally fulfilled, there is still some overthinking in the recent past about, did I make the right choice or could I have done more to make things right, to balance out the situation? Let's take a look at the Ace of Cups in the current situation for you, see what this is about. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the Temperance. Situation is slowly changing. You're going through a very healing process in the current situation, very transformative. It could be that there's a new person coming into your life, which is bringing in this new loving energy, or it could just be that you're focusing on loving yourself. It's almost like you're starting fresh. You're starting from a place of like a clean slate, but within yourself, and you're coming from a very loving, very supportive place, and you're allowing yourself to go through this process of healing whatever hurt you, healing whatever didn't work out when it came to love, healing, the inner parts of you. Give me two more for the Five of Cups in the current situation for Cancer, which is a very beautiful energy, Cancer. And it could be, like I said, brought about by somebody new, although I feel like this is just you going through this very transformative process. For the Five of Cups in the current situation, you get the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands. This is really interesting energy. Somebody here, you or your person, and I feel like this is you, is realizing that a lot of the things, the difficult, painful energies that happened in the past were caused by you. You caused them to yourself. The pain, the sadness, the fighting, the conflict, the arguments within this connection, you did this to yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you fought with yourself, right? It takes two to tango, but you kind of started these in order to self-sabotage the connection, self-sabotage yourself. It was almost like you're in the current situation, you're coming to this realization of, I self-sabotaged whatever this is by bringing in conflict, by bringing in drama, by bringing in arguments. And again, I'm saying you because this is your reading. This could be your person. You would know if this energy belongs to you in the current situation. Let's take a look. And this whole realization is coming about after you've gone through this very healing, very transformative process, or as you're going through it in the current situation. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords in the current situation for you. Two of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the World. You're closing out a cycle for yourself, and this cycle is a very beautiful cycle to close out. It's a cycle of confusion. It's a cycle of not feeling good. You're moving away from this energy of uncertainty, of confusion, of lack of clarity, and you're moving into this beautiful energy of feeling good, feeling successful, feeling victorious, feeling like you're able to accomplish anything that you set your mind to and anything that you want to accomplish. You're leaving behind, I would say 80% leaving behind. You may still have the tendency to dip into that area of uncertainty and confusion when the path is not 100% clear. You're kind of like, let me just sit in this energy a little bit. But in the recent past, you were sitting in the confused energy a lot. In the current situation, I see you leaving that behind and swapping out that energy for very good feeling, very successful energy. And that was a cycle for you that needed to close out. And I see that in the current situation closing out for you. So that's really, really beautiful. Let's take a look at the Hierophant in the near future. See what this is about. Hierophant is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Justice, which is also the main energy for your reading this week. You're gaining a lot of clarity when it comes to beliefs that you may have held on to for a very, very long time. This could have to do with beliefs about relationships, but I feel like this has more so to do with beliefs about yourself, about your intelligence, about your success, about your capabilities, about your charisma. All of these things that were not balanced, that may have been toxic in the past, that may have been skewed negatively in the past, in the near future, I see you really realizing these things and balancing them out and making them fair and bringing good energy, not good, but more so like basically balancing out the energies. There may have been a certain energy within you, a fear, a limiting belief, a self-sabotaging tendency in the recent past, which in the current situation in the near future, I see you getting rid of that. I see you really just like nixing that and cutting it out in the bud. Very powerful energy. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups in the near future. Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups again, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. The Chariot is you, Cancer. That is your energy. I see you moving towards the energy of wanting to make an offer to somebody. You're considering your options and you're looking at, like, I could approach this person. I could make an offer. I could let them know how I feel or what I'm thinking, or just, it could also be pertaining to your job. But either way, in the near future, I see you really, really thinking about making this offer and starting over with this person or within this connection. I don't know exactly what this is about, right? But whatever this offer is that you want to make, or that you are, no, I don't feel like you're waiting on it. I feel like you want to make this offer to somebody. It's coming about after a period of healing and a lot of self-realization. Let's take a look at the High Priestess in the near future, closing out your reading. High Priestess is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Strength, and the Moon. So as you're going through this whole healing process, Cancer, there surfaces a point in the near future where you're like, okay, maybe I do want to start over. Maybe I do want to make an offer to this person or whatever this is, right? And you're trying to tap into your intuition, but for some reason you're having a hard time doing that. It's difficult for you to be able to tap into your intuition and really go within. And the reason is because there's also a lot of fear here clouding your judgment, clouding the way. It's almost like you are afraid that whatever path you pick, remember how I said in the recent past you were a little bit of, you carry this energy of like, I'm going to mess everything up. I feel like in the near future, you're still holding on to a little bit of that fear. Even though you've worked through a lot of it, there's still some fear showing up here where you're kind of like, but what if I do mess this up? What if what I think my intuition is telling me isn't actually the right path, And so you're having a little bit of a hard time hearing and listening to your intuition in the near future because there is some residual fear from the past. But I see you overcoming that. I don't see that as something that's going to stay with you for, forever. Let's take a look at what the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week, Cancer. Very, very beautiful reading. Very powerful. From the universe, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're showing up as single. You're showing up as focused on yourself, and you're working through these toxic patterns of yours. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like the universe is guiding you through this. This is a path. This is a transformation that you needed to go through, okay? This is a path that you had to walk down. It's kind of like this was guided for you. And I see you working through a lot of these toxic patterns, through a lot of these limiting beliefs, through a lot of these fears that you were carrying from the past. You're working on them and on yourself in the current situation, and it's a very beautiful transformation. It's a beautiful change. Cancer, absolutely loved having this reading for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Cancer.